Good morning, everybody. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. If not, I apologize in advance. I know many people are going through console woes right now due to the insanely botched launch of the PlayStation 5 yesterday. What a shit show. I think that's the best way to describe it. An ultimate shit show, right? And don't worry, we'll be talking about this a lot today on stream. Considering the fact that it was complete chaos and randomness when it came to the ability of the PlayStation 5 and how many people who had planned to get it cannot get it now, at least in this first initial wave of pre-orders that was made available, due to gross incompetence and greed. Well, don't worry, there's a lot to talk about here about this. I don't really want to talk about it yet. But we will, undoubtedly, today. I'm sure we're going to have tons of stories of people talking about their experience trying to get this thing yesterday. Including mine. Alright? But, welcome to the stream, everyone. Today is Thursday, the 17th of September, 2020. I welcome you all wholeheartedly here to my first of two gameplay streams for the day. Today should be a fun day. First stream today should be pretty chill. Today we are wrapping up my playthrough of Batman Return to Arkham City. You know, the modern generation remaster of Batman Arkham City from 9 years ago. Now, last night we finished up the story. We did all the story-based content in the game. Final boss fight, and then did the post game with Catwoman where she fights Two-Face. Wrapped it all up. I had some issues last night uploading those videos to YouTube, though. Sadly, what happened was YouTube decided not to process one of the videos. And it sucked because the video it didn't process was actually the best one. It was the one where I actually got my PS5 pre-order live on the stream. Which is, you know, pretty cool that it came together like that. And again, we'll talk about that. I'm very grateful to you guys, the viewers and fans, who allowed that to happen. Okay? But it didn't process, so I re-uploaded it this morning. It is now live. So for those of you who didn't get caught up on yesterday's Batman videos, they are live on YouTube as of now. Sorry it took so long, but YouTube didn't want to work for whatever reason. Okay? So what are we doing today on the stream with Batman if I already beat the game last night? Well, Batman Arkham City has a significant amount of actually fun, interesting, and meaningful side content. You've got tricky riddles set out by the Riddler throughout the city. Sorry, I got distracted because Super Blind Man came in and cheered a victory cheer, which I'm happy about to hear this. I'll read that in a few minutes. Congrats, sir. But anyway, yeah, there's riddles throughout Arkham City, both inside the dungeon area. I say dungeon areas; they're really like the stages. You know, you can go inside, and also on the overworld. In addition, there are many different side quests available in the game, including destroying Titan containers and doing a quest with Bane, Zsasz, who has the phone calls, which we already completed last night. We have to find Azrael, who I forget where the hell he is the second time. I have to probably look it up. Deadshot, and his assassinations that he does across the city that we have to solve. I believe there is an Easter egg with the Scarecrow. Okay? We already did the Mad Hatter side mission, so that one's done. And of course, the Riddler himself, outside of his riddles, has puzzle rooms that are available in the game. And I believe I have one that's already ready to go, and I probably have done enough riddles to unlock another one or two. And if we do more riddles today, maybe I'll be able to do them all. We're going to just see what happens, alright? Because I don't know if we're going to have enough time in this 3.5 to 4 hour gameplay stream to do all of the side content. But essentially what I want to do today is give Batman a send-off. Say, you know, thank you to Rocksteady, the game studio that made this amazing trilogy of games, for the amazing trilogy of games that they put out and the memories we have of them. Because it really is outstanding what they did with these, you know, last console gen. Well, I guess Arkham Knight technically was 5 years ago, so it was this console gen. But you know what I'm saying. This is kind of like the swan song for Batman. And it'll be a cool, chill stream where there's no pressure to complete everything, but I could take my time to do as much stuff as I want and have fun. If you guys know the answers to riddles, if you know how to access certain missions, side content, and stuff, today would be the day to speak up and share that info with me live on the stream so we can have a fun time together. All right, good stuff. So I hope you guys will enjoy the stream. It is not a serious stream. There's no plot to do. It's just hanging out. Now, there is also a standalone DLC called Harley's Revenge that was released months after the release of the initial game, and we could do that if you guys would like. It's not great. If I remember correctly, you just play as Harley Quinn for a bit, and you do some combat and stuff. It's not amazing or anything. It's just, it's a gimmick. You get to play as a different character. So if you guys wanted me to do that, we could do that today. It's not a big deal. But it is part of the Return to Arkham City remake here, or remaster that we're playing. So it's an option if you guys would like that. Okay? You play as Robin in the DLC? That's right, and you fight Harley Quinn, right? I'm trying to remember it. I remember it was a new character, and that was the gimmick. They were like, it's not just Batman this time. This time, if you pre-order, you get to play as Catwoman. If you buy the DLC, you get to play as Robin. Yeah, that's right. I remember now. So, it's up to you guys. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. We'll see what you guys would like to do during the stream. There's no pressure today. This is just a chill stream. Like I said, I get the feeling we're going to have a lot of discussion today, obviously, about the PS5. I want to hear everyone's stories about whether you got it or not, what horror stories you went through, if you were able to get it, or if you got completely screwed over like a lot of people. And I'm going to tell you about my plans, obviously, for PS5 in the future, because, I have some pretty interesting plans. And now, for me, my next consideration is, do I want to get the Xbox One Series, or excuse me, not one, the Xbox Series X? Because there's no way I'm getting the Series S. That thing's garbage. But if I get the X, what would I do with it? What games potentially would I play on it? And is it worth another $500 to drop for this thing? Or should I just say, it ain't worth it? Maybe I'll wait till later. Okay? So anyway, we'll talk about all of that. We'll talk about all of that on today's stream. Okay? Later tonight, we're playing Bug Snacks. It's going to be great. No, we're not playing Bug Snacks. It's not out yet. Later tonight, we're playing Street Fighter. Old school Street Fighter. It's my weekly throwback Street Fighter session. I'm really, 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 really hoping it's better than last week's session. Last week's session was a nightmare. Like, the connections were so bad, and the game just kept dropping matches. It was a real pain in the ass. I hope we have a better experience tonight. Why are we doing Street Fighter tonight instead of my usual Friday night? Because there's a double new release day this week, tomorrow. And therefore, my whole day's booked. So, I need to do Street Fighter today. That's why. Speaking of which, tomorrow, it's a double new release day. With WWE 2K Battlegrounds on the first stream. And the Crysis remake / remaster / whatever the fuck you want to call it on the late stream. Alright? And then on Saturday, it's going to be more of the same. Oh my god, excuse me. More of the same. WWE on the first stream. And, more, Crysis on the late stream. Okay? Now, Sunday is up in the air. Because some people have asked me to check out the Call of Duty, Black Ops, Cold War, multiplayer, alpha demo that's launching this weekend. That was it's such a long mouthful to even say the name of the fucking thing. It was announced on yesterday's PlayStation 5 Experience event that Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is getting a multiplayer alpha this weekend. Free on PlayStation 4. Okay? So, maybe I'll check that out. Maybe we'll do a session of it on Sunday just to see what the multiplayer of this game is going to be. I mean, it's free. So I'm thinking maybe that's what I'll do as Sunday's main stream. And then the night stream on Sunday will be Fire Emblem Three Houses. And then on Monday, we'll either do more WWE or more Crysis. And Fall Guys will be the late stream. Okay? How does that sound? How does it sound? I'm waiting for your answer. How does that sound? No one answered. No, I'm kidding. Well, how does it sound? All right. Hopefully it sounds good. Hopefully it sounds good to you. Next week will be, again, a combination of WWE and Crisis as the main streams. We'll do more Fire Emblem. We'll do more Fall Guys, Street Fighter, etc. on the late streams. Next week, there's a new release as well. Next week, it's Mafia Definitive Edition. It's the last major release of September. And that'll be cool because I never played it. I played Mafia 2 and 3. 2 I absolutely loved. 3, I thought the plot was good, but it was padded way too much with garbage grinding. So, if 1 is anything like 2, which I'm assuming it is, it's probably going to be a really fun game experience. I hope you guys will join me for that starting next Friday. Okay? So, good stuff. 2 new releases tomorrow, another new release next Friday. We're going to check out this multiplayer alpha likely over the weekend here. The end of Batman today. We got good stuff coming, man. This is a good week. This is a good couple of weeks coming up here. Of course, October will also have its share of new stuff. Also, I should call this out, okay? Tomorrow is the release of the Mario All-Stars Trilogy Collection, which is Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy re-released on the Switch, okay? I'm not playing it at launch simply because not really new releases. You know, the games I've already played all 3 of them before. But I have not played Super Mario Galaxy in like 8+ years, and people are actually asking me for a replay of it. They want to see me replay the game now with direct capture, live streaming, because when I did it back then, it was all, you know, offline with my camera or whatever for YouTube. So, it's a strong consideration that I would play it. It really is. I think it would be something good variety for the streams. It depends on timing. If we have time to do it in the next few weeks, or maybe sometime in October, because actually around mid-October, there's like nothing going on in the realm of new games. It's really like the first week of October has a bunch of stuff, and the end of October has a bunch of stuff, but the middle of October is kind of slow. So if this is the case and it stays the same, then maybe we'll do Mario sometime in there, okay? There is also the consideration of possibly doing the Outer Worlds DLC. What I find interesting, though, is that literally no one's talked about it. Like, it came out already last week, and no one has talked about it at all. It's like people just forgot it existed. No one asked for it on my streams. No one's been saying, oh, Phil, you really missed out. It's a great DLC. Like, it seems like nobody cares. Outer Worlds was a good game last year, but ultimately I feel like it was the first installment of something that's going to be better with new iterations because it was a new IP. So I'm curious, you know, what they'll do with future iterations. So I'm interested in the DLC, but it seems like most people didn't care. Like, I didn't even play it. They just like, whatever. Who cares if you play it or not, right? Now the other thing, guys, tonight, which okay, let me rephrase. If I have time tonight, which I hope I do, I am going to sit down and finally look at the games you guys have nominated for the Rageathon. All right, I'm going to look at the listing. I'm going to figure out, you know, what games you got here listing, what's viable, what's not. And I'm going to finally try to figure out what games can we play for the Rageathon. Or at the very least, I'll close off the nominations, and I'll start to tally up the votes and work on that for you. So within either today or maybe tomorrow, over the weekend here, I should have an answer for you on what games will be played during the Rageathon Marathon that's going to take place at the end of this month. It's going to be right at the end of this month, okay? No set date yet, but once I get the game set, then I can figure out the date for it, all right? So that's going to be exciting. An exciting Rageathon Gaming Marathon at the end of the month, okay? And once I do that, once I close off the poll, once I've solidified the games for the Rageathon and I schedule the Rageathon, then you're going to begin to nominate games for the upcoming Halloween Marathon, okay? And you're going to be able to start voting on the category of Halloween costume that I'm going to wear during the Halloween Marathon. So that's cool, right? You're going to be able to do various things very shortly for the upcoming event. Pretty neat. Also, you know, I'm working with my wife. I'm working on ideas of what we can do to have decorations behind me here for Halloween. As you know, I always decorate my office for the holiday, but we don't have a couch anymore. There's no couch in here to put stuff on. So we were talking about, gee, what can we do? Can we do this? Can we do that? And we have a couple ideas of things we can do and when we put behind me or whatever. One of them was a really good idea we saw at a store, but we were like, how are we going to place it there and have it stand up? So, you know, we're debating. We have some debate going on, but over the next 1 to 2 weeks here, my wife and I are going to figure this out. And then in the month of October, there's going to be fun Halloween decorations here in the office. Okay? Good stuff. All right, I'm trying to think if there's anything else, schedule-wise, business-wise here that I want to discuss. Got another annoying fucking chargeback this morning, but it wasn't a huge one, and, I sent my information to PayPal. Just another day in the life of a streamer. Another asshole who pretends like they're supporting because they want to get something said on stream, and then they fucking try to charge it back. Well, fuck you. There you go. That's all I have to say about that. Fuck you. All right. All right. Well, I would sit here and I would talk about PlayStation 5, but I don't think I want to yet because that's going to be like the major topic of discussion all day long today. I know we're going to hear stories about people who got it, who didn't get it, and everyone's going to be talking about it. So I don't think we really need to do like an official segment here about it since it's already going to come up naturally during the course of today's discussions. So there you go. We're not doing any Skittles or anything today, guys. So yesterday, as you know, as a special thing, I decided to do a zombie Skittles tasting thing on my stream. Although it was fun to do, it was something different. No lie, by the end of my first stream, I was feeling sick to my stomach. I seriously was, because I'd eaten 3 of these absolutely disgusting zombie Skittles, and I really felt like I was gonna barf. So I'm not doing that today. Every once in a while for something different, for some variety or something, or if I'm feeling silly or whatever, maybe I'll do it. I'm definitely not doing it today. Plus, I don't want to eat fucking sugary candy every day. If I'm going to eat sugary candy, it's damn well not going to be a bag of Skittles. It's going to be some fucking chocolate or something, which I actually like. It's not going to be me here sitting here eating Skittles all day. Okay? So, no Skittles. No Skittles. Enough of this. Enough of this shit. Also, I de-infected. I disinfected my office last night. I went through with the antibacterial wipes and I wiped down everything that I touch yet again. I'm going to do this once a week. Wednesday will be the day. So I'm documenting publicly with all of you my cleaning efforts here to make sure that I'm doing it. I hope that you guys will hold me to task if I don't. And if like 1 week you're like, oh, did you disinfect? Like, oh shit, I didn't. I'll just do it live on the stream and that way it's done. I need to make sure I don't get fucking sick again. The worst thing that could happen is if I get like really sick during this hardcore gaming season now, in the midst of all the new releases, the new consoles. Can you imagine if I get fucking sick and now I can't, oh, fuck that. I can't have that happen, man. I can't. All right? I can't. So, I did it last night. And hopefully we can keep up a nice pattern going every week. And it'll keep stuff nice and disinfected. No bacteria, no shit, and I don't get sick. Okay? Can we get disinfection stream? If you really wanted one, I would. It's not very interesting because half the time I'm going to be over at my computer wiping shit down. You won't be able to see it unless I rotate the camera. I don't know why that would be too exciting for you. A disinfection stream. If you really wanted me to, I would do it. I don't care. I really don't give a shit. But Crazy Death, see, you would think that, but here's the thing. Crazy Death says if you wash your hands when you come home, you'll never need to disinfect your office unless others come in there. That's not true. That's actually not true. Just naturally, there can be a bacteria that grow in certain conditions. Doesn't necessarily come in on you as a human. My headphones, for example, in a human environment, closed cup headphones can create a breeding ground for bacteria. Even, it doesn't have to be coming from my fingers, It could be coming from anywhere. It could be coming from my head. It could be coming from anything, anywhere. And viruses are different. Viruses need to be transmitted. Okay? The coronavirus would not magically manifest in my office if I don't disinfect it. But bacteria will. That's the difference. There you go. There you go. Very nice. Now at 38, I know this? Of course. There you go. See that? I'm a smarty. Yeah, right. Even I couldn't stop laughing at that. You know, at one point in my life, maybe I was smart. Not anymore. Now I'm a dunce. I'm a dunce like everybody else. Okay. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to refresh my Streamlabs. Because it is all glitched out. And I want to see if there were any contributions overnight. There were contributions overnight. So I'm actually very glad that I refreshed this. See that? Because it first wasn't showing them. All right. Well, I say we just get right into shoutouts. I really don't have anything else to gab about today. Let's get right into shoutouts and go from there. Okay? So we start off with Golden Colts did a couple of 65-bit cheers overnight. Thank you very much, Golden Colts, for the support as usual. I appreciate that very much. Last Rambo did 2 cheers overnight. Let's see what he had to talk about. First of all, he says, with someone with no game development experience, you feel you unfairly estimated the Series S, especially since you may play the new games on the weaker launch Xbox One model. What? What does that even mean? I may play new games on the weaker launch X... Oh, wait. Okay. I understand what he's saying. Then he says, as for Microsoft not caring about selling systems, that's because they are not profitable. Same with Sony. Games and subscriptions are profitable. Yes, and you will sell more games and subscriptions if you have an attractive console to play them on. Do you see the diff? It's Logic 101. And when Microsoft says we don't care about selling the new console, it's like, then why did you even make it? Then why don't you just fucking scrap plans for it and throw it out, right? If you don't care, then don't sell it. It's stupidity. It's horse shit. It's them basically admitting they're going to lose this initial sales war between the Xbox Series S and X and the PlayStation 5. They know they have nothing to play on the fucking console. So they're just throwing in the towel before the fight even gets started. You know? It's kind of like a boxing match where everyone knows one guy is going to win no matter what, but they're still going to have their match anyway. And Microsoft is just giving up at this point. So, anyway, your second cheer here, Last Rambo says, Marvel Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Sackboy: A Big Adventure, and Horizon Forbidden West are also going to be on PlayStation 4. That's correct. The big one for me right now is Demon's Souls. The big game for me, launch game for PS5 that I'm super excited for, is Demon's Souls. After seeing that new gameplay last night or yesterday during the PlayStation event, it's the same game, but they've redone the game mechanics of the combat and they've redone the graphics completely. So it's going to feel fresh, even though, admittedly, the game's probably going to be outdated. I remember Demon's Souls from the multiple times I played it. It's incredibly challenging because of the fact that there's no bonfires. You have to basically get through an entire fucking stage in one go. And if you don't, you get fucked. You have to redo the whole stage, which is super annoying. There are shortcuts you can open in the stage to make you go through them faster, but some of the stages can get really monotonous. So that's, for me, that's the launch day thing. Now, are there other games I'll be playing at launch? Sure. I am going to play Spider-Man Miles Morales, and obviously, if I have a PS5, I'm going to play it on the console with the better graphics, the PS5, right? I'm going to play Bugsnax. Of course that's on regular PS4, but I'm still going to play it on PS5. Godfall. I'm probably going to play it. I don't even know. Seriously, to me, it's not a very attractive game, but maybe it'll end up being good. I don't know. I'm going to play it anyway. You know? So, for me, that's the thing. Like, there is a good exclusive that I want to play at launch, plus other games that are just going to look better at launch that I was going to play anyway. There is no game on an Xbox console at launch. There's zero. It's just games that are already on Xbox One. There's not a single fucking game you need Xbox Series S or X for. Zero. So there. Okay then. Alright. Alright, let's get into people who cheered here as the stream. Well, actually, no. Darkside Kenny did a couple cheers before the stream went live. Let's see what he has to say. First of all, he said, I want to ask this question before I forgot. Why do people say your laugh sounds like ack, ack, ack? That's ludicrous. These idiots group singing is a detriment to society. I don't know. I don't think my laugh has ever sounded like that. Admittedly, when when I laugh hard, it's funny sounding. It's not a normal laugh like a lot of people. I know that. People like my laugh because it's silly and unique. But I never sounded like that. It's like, you're right. It's a groupthink mentality. One fucking idiot said it sounded like that. So everyone else followed suit, even though it doesn't sound anything like that. It's like they actually brainwashed themselves into believing that's what my laugh sounded like when it never did. Because they're fucking just morons. You know? Dark Side, Kenny said again, he cheered again, he says, do we wear masks when we go grocery shopping? We always wear masks when we're out. 100% of the time we're wearing a mask when we're outside of this house. That's just common sense. We're always wearing masks. So yeah, grocery shopping, everything. The only time we take it off is when we're in the car together, or if we're at a restaurant and we're about to eat. That's it. The mask stays on. And no one wants to see my ugly face anyway, so that's fine. I'm okay with that. The less people who look at me and scream in terrified horror at my ugliness, the better. This mask thing's been a boon for me. People don't run in terror anymore when I go out on my days off. It's good. Okay, now, the first official cheer of today's stream is from Eternal Napalm, one of my moderators. Sadly, Eternal Napalm is incredibly angry, and I feel for him. I'm upset reading this story right now live, okay? So let's read his story, because I'm just as angry and upset as he is right now, because this is pissing me off. Okay, you ready? Everyone get ready to be angry. Okay? Hope you've saved I hope you've saved your upsettedness for this segment. Because now it's time for us to start venting about this shit today. Okay? Sound good? Alright, here we go. So Eternal Napalm says the following, with a 100-bit cheer. He says, I need to vent. I called my local GameStop, where I've shopped for 15 years, only 2 minutes after Sony announced the PlayStation 5 on yesterday's streaming event. I was told pre-orders were not available in their system yet, but I'd be on a list. So basically what they're telling him is, you're going to go on the list, we'll contact you when they're available. I called today. Oh, all of our systems are sold out. Seriously, fuck GameStop and their shitty customer service. Zero respect for longtime customers. They fucked me over and thousands of others, I'm sure. So, Eternal Napalm, you're not the only one, by the way. It wasn't just... Look, we're gonna talk about this now, alright? It wasn't just GameStop, although GameStop certainly is culpable here. It was every retailer, because every retailer had a sign-up list that said, sign up via this email, and we will email you when the PlayStation 5 is available for pre-order. I was on the list for Best Buy. I was on the list for GameStop. I was on the list for Target. The only one I hadn't signed up for was Walmart. Also, I was on Sony's list. Okay? I was on all these lists. They were supposed to email me, alright? Yesterday, I received one email. One single email. And it said, Best Buy, it's Best Buy, we have them in stock. And when I went to the Best Buy website, you were able to add the PlayStation 5 to your cart, but you couldn't check out because it had already sold out instantly. So it allowed you to add it to your cart, but the system didn't exist, so it would never let you check out. Okay? I never got an email for Target. I never got an email for GameStop, even though they made those available on their site. They didn't email anybody. So their entire system for 2 months, everyone was acting like, oh, we're going to do the right thing. We're going to notify our customers first so they know. They didn't bother. They just completely threw it away and fucked everybody over. Okay? Now, in your case, Eternal Napalm, I actually know what happened because I believe it was Expand Dong. I think it was him. I'm giving him credit for it, even though maybe it wasn't him. But yesterday, he was telling a story in the stream chat. He was saying he knows someone who works at a GameStop. And here's what happened yesterday at GameStop. All right? GameStop employees were told that pre-orders for the PlayStation 5 would begin today, Thursday. This is what they were told. That the event was going to be today. Or, excuse me. The Sony event was going to be yesterday. Alright? And that today, Thursday, pre-orders were going to start. In fact, if you watch the Sony event, immediately after the event, Sony posted up online. Most retailers will begin pre-orders starting tomorrow. This was supposed to be the plan. Okay? So initially, when the PlayStation event ended, GameStop sent information out to all employees at their stores saying, okay, pre-orders start tomorrow. If anyone calls in, tell them tomorrow is pre-order day. So for about 30 minutes, to an hour, this is what all GameStop employees were doing. But then something happened. Something that's only a beautiful mess that could happen in the United States, of course. Walmart, one of the most despicable fucking companies ever made. A company that, in my opinion, is so fucking dishonest, is so fucking disgusting, and honestly so immoral. They shouldn't even fucking exist. They should be fucking liquidated. You know, that's why I don't go there unless I absolutely have to for some reason. It fucking disgusts me. They decided, oh, fuck all this. You know, everyone's agreed that we're going to do pre-orders on Thursday. Like, there's a system in place. Sony even told everyone, do your pre-orders on Thursday. That way everyone can get it at the same time. Walmart says, oh, fuck that. We're greedy. We don't give a fuck about anything. Everyone hates us anyway. So fuck all this. Let's just put our fucking PlayStation 5s out for pre-order now. So they did. No announcement, nothing. They were out. They were on their site. People started going there and buying them. And then the word spread, oh my God, Walmart has them out for pre-order. Everyone go. So everyone on the internet ran to the Walmart website, loaded in, tried to buy them, bought them all up, crashed the site. Okay? Now here's what happens, sadly. Okay? Here's what happens, sadly, is American greed and corporate greed go hand in hand when all these other retailers saw that Walmart opened the floodgates early. Okay? They said, oh, we got to get in on that, man. We got to get in on that money. Yeah, the money. You know, a lot of these companies like Best Buy, in particular, I would say, GameStop, are you shitting me? They're hurting bad this year because of coronavirus. They're fucked 5 ways from Tuesday with the fact that their stores were closed. No one's ordering shit online and picking up physically in the fucking store. Everyone's just getting stuff delivered. So these stores are hurting for sales. And they're figuring, if we open the floodgates like Walmart just did, right, we can sell a bunch of accessories. And in fact, I would almost go as far to say these retailers were now scared that because Walmart had opened their pre-orders, that people were just going to go to the Walmart website to buy all their accessories. Because you guys may not realize this. Okay? But console sales make zero profit for anyone who sells the console. There's no profit on a console sale. Usually they're sold for cost, okay? Meaning cost of what it is for that retailer to buy it. They make tons of profit on everything else. The controller sales, the charger sale, the headphone sale, the game sale, the protection plan, the you know, all that bullshit. That's what their profit margin is on. Okay? That's where they make their money. So when you see that everyone is, everyone's going to the Walmart website and buying the consoles there. Oh my God, that means they're going to just buy all their accessories there too. That's the end of our profits. So what do? They panicked. Everyone panicked. GameStop, Target, Best Buy panicked. And they decided somehow, we're just going to fucking randomly throw our fucking PlayStations up on our sites too. No announcement. Nothing, no order to it, just complete chaos. So they all did. Now, GameStop, okay, the weirdest thing, okay, first of all, apparently they didn't have anything for delivery. Like, I went to the website, you couldn't buy a PlayStation 5 and get it delivered. It was telling me all you could do was order it and have it shipped to your local store and pick it up at your local GameStop store. I don't know why, but that's what it said on the site. It was not allowing me to ship it to my house, okay? Now, GameStop also, some would say in their infinite wisdom, and others would say in their infinite greed, specifically set aside a large number of their PlayStation 5s, not for individual sale, but only for sale in a ginormously expensive bundle that sold a ton of accessories with it, so they were guaranteed to make money on the sale. Because again, they don't make money just selling the console, they make money on everything else. So I almost bought it on GameStop. I almost did. They had the disc drive version of PlayStation 5 bundled with an extra controller, a controller charging dock, the wireless headphone Pulse 3D headset, a 1-year subscription to PlayStation Plus, and like $75 in PlayStation Network credits. And the bundle cost like $800 or something crazy like that. So instead of just getting the console you want and then later on worrying about the accessories, they wanted you to pay $800 up front, so they're guaranteed to make like $200 of profit on the sale. All right. Now, I almost did it. The one reason I didn't do it was because I said, you know what? This would be a sucker move, right? I'm gonna get shit that I don't need. I certainly don't need the year of PS Plus. I don't need an extra controller or a charging dock right now. I'm basically paying for extra shit I'm never gonna use. Okay? In addition, they wouldn't ship to my house. They were telling me that on launch day, I was gonna have to go to a physical GameStop and line up with everyone else and wait to get the console. Which I'm sorry. We're in the middle of a motherfucking pandemic, dude. I'm not lining up in a fucking line with disgusting degenerates, coughing everywhere, wiping snot all over the place. Fuck these people. I'm not doing it. Okay? So I want to ship to my house, and GameStop would not do that. So I said, I'm not getting it. So I didn't get it on GameStop. Okay? Now, here's what happened at physical GameStop stores. Minutes after the PlayStation 5 event ended, they were all told, our pre-orders will go live tomorrow. But then Walmart put their pre-orders up, which then prompted Target and Best Buy to put their pre-orders up. And those motherfuckers who run GameStop, those brainless fucking idiots who've run the company into the ground, said, even though we literally just told all our customers for the last hour that the pre-orders start tomorrow and we put them on a list, fuck all that shit, just start selling them. We don't give a fuck about our customers. We don't give two fucks about our employees who just lied to everyone. Start selling the pre-orders now anyway. We don't care. Because they're greedy. Because they've run the company into the ground numerous times. They couldn't find a way to make the company business model work, right? First it was just selling games. That wasn't enough. Then it was used games, selling, give you $5 for a game. They resell for $45 immediately. That model fell apart. Then it was, let's buy out ThinkGeek.com and take in their entire stock of like gaming knickknacks and collectibles, and let's turn 97% of our store into selling junk instead of video games. Well, guess what? That model didn't work either, and then the coronavirus bent them over and fucked them right up the ass this year because no one will go to their stores. No one's going to their stores now. Their stores are a ghost town. No one's going to fucking GameStop. What are you going there for? You get everything online, right? So, GameStop already fucked their company over in the last decade, and they're so desperate, they said, fuck this, everyone else is now going to make the money we need to make, so just start selling our pre-orders too. So it was the best way to describe the PlayStation 5 event was a clusterfuck. Because Sony somehow thought that the retailers would do it correctly. I don't know why they thought, like, Walmart alone is one of the most evil corporations ever created. They mistreat their employees. They underpay their employees. They don't give them the proper health care. They don't give them the proper hours. You walk into a Walmart, you're looking for an employee. It's like a ghost town. And when you find one, it's the most overworked, frustrated person you've ever seen. It's like, I actually legit feel bad walking into a Walmart, giving that place a moment of my time and business. They don't deserve $1. They're a scumbag company. Okay, so for me to know that Walmart is going to have these pre-orders, they're going to do the wrong thing. And of course it was Walmart that fucked everyone over and got this whole thing screwed over, right? But, it's the other companies are also to blame. They all did the wrong thing. They should have stuck to what they said. What Sony said was going to happen is everyone was going to do pre-orders today on Thursday. Everyone got greedy and decided to just fuck it, jump the gun, right? So it was a huge, huge clusterfuck. It was. And it's not right. It's not right that people believe what they're told and then get screwed over. If you called GameStop or went to GameStop within 1 hour of the show, you were told you can't pre-order the system, and then everyone else got to pre-order the system but you. Just because you showed up early. You got fucked over. Right? Now, I'm sorry, there are people who have lives. You ever heard of that? A life? You're busy, maybe you were working. You couldn't immediately fucking pre-order the PS5, right? So, what were you supposed to do? How do you get one now? I guess you don't. You got fucked. That's not right. There should have been a set date and time that these things were going to be available for pre-order so everyone could plan, not, we're just dropping it out of the blue and now everyone's fucked, right? Now, Amazon is even worse. I hate to say this. Amazon is even worse. You want to know what happened on Amazon? You're going to love this story. So last night, I'm streaming Batman. And as I'm streaming Batman, I have Amazon.com open on my phone. All right? And I'm refreshing it live during the stream multiple times to see if the PlayStation 5 listings are going live so I can order one there. Because, of course, I didn't get one in the clusterfuck earlier that day. Nothing. There's nothing there. Okay? All of a sudden, someone comes into the chat and says, it's live. You can order the PlayStation 5 on Amazon right now. I said, what are you talking about? I'm on my phone right now. I'm refreshing. There's nothing on the site. So they posted a link in the chat. And I said, I'm not going to trust that link. But if this guy has the link, I guarantee you it's public. I went to Twitter. Sure enough, there's a few people on Twitter who are known for kind of breaking these stories. And they all posted up these links. It's live. You can pre-order on Amazon right now. So I click the link. I go there. It's real. I pre-order the $499 one. Why? Because that was the only one. I tried to get the digital. The digital wasn't working. I said, fuck this. I'm just going to get the one with the disc I want. I need this for business. I don't care if I pay the extra $100 and I never use it. Let me just fucking get it. Okay? So I get it. Boom. It locks in. It's pre-ordered. I'm like, holy shit, that worked. Now, of course I'm excited, and we're all positive. In fact, many people on my stream last night watching my Batman stream were able to get the PlayStation 5 pre-ordered because they were on that stream. We all got it together. It was me, Spartan King, King Gokin, and like 3 or 4 others in the stream chat all were able to pre-order because we were all on stream together and it happened live. Okay? So, that was really cool. But, then I found out what actually happened. Wait till you hear this scumbag move. Are you ready? Amazon never listed the PlayStation 5 publicly on their site, ever. It was never available for public sale. What happened was some insider at Amazon leaked the codes to these hidden fucking pages. You could only buy it if you knew the secret Amazon web address. You couldn't actually just buy it off the site. Okay, why the fuck did they do that? That's certainly not first come, first serve. Right? That's fucking... what is that? I don't even... What is that rationale? We're going to sell our PS5s, but we're not going to publicly list it on the site so it's fair, so that people who have been waiting all day to get it can get it. You have to be in some exclusive insiders club. You know? What the fuck is that? And, you know, some people right now in the chat are like, but you got one that way. Why are you angry? Because it's not fair to everyone else. You see, I've always been of the mentality that I'm no better than any of you. I'm not. I'm not better than a single one of you guys who are watching the stream right now. I'm the same as you. I'm a lover of games. I'm a normal dude. And I go through these woes just like you. I'm not in some elitist fucking club. I'm not going to be gifted a PS5 personally by Sony with a special gift-wrapped bow on top. They're not going to stroke my cock as I boot it up the first time. And they're not going to send me money exclusively to fucking play games on their console. Alright? I'm just like you. So I go through this shit just like you. And the fact that I know there are people right now that are my viewers who didn't get a PS5 because of this fucking shit show. The fact that it's 2020 and these motherfuckers can't figure out how to do anything in a mature and organized manner yet is fucking baffling. Ladies and gentlemen, the video game industry is a multi-billion-dollar business, and they still treat it like it's children's toys, and no one should care about how these things are handled. I do. I am pissed that they handled it like this. I'm very upset that some of you really wanted this console and could not get it. That's not fair. It's not. People who did the right thing, people who called GameStop right away didn't get it. People who sat there refreshing Amazon all day didn't get it. Fuck Sony and fuck all these retailers for their fucking greed. Motherfucker at Sony, this executive, 2 months ago on a podcast with Jeff Keighley, said publicly on the internet, alright? He said, oh, don't worry, we're going to give our consumers way advance notice of when the PlayStation 5 is going to go on sale. Everyone's going to know exactly when and how to do it. We're doing this right. Fuck that guy. Seriously, that guy is a piece of shit. because he blatantly fucking lied. They don't give two shits about how it's handled. Once again, another console launch completely botched into a clusterfuck. And now some people got it, some people didn't. Did you get the exclusive insider code to get it on Amazon? Did you not believe GameStop and then come back 30 minutes later? Fuck this, man. This is so... It's bullshit, you know? It's bullshit. Now, here's the other thing. Okay? Here's the other thing. Today on eBay, no lie, over 5,000 listings for the PlayStation 5. What the fuck? Over 5,000 listings for the PlayStation 5 on eBay today. And of course, they're all exorbitant fucking prices. How in 2020 have we not figured out that this scalping happens and stopped it yet? It's immoral, and it's actually illegal, because per eBay's terms of service, when you offer something up for sale on eBay, you are required to complete that transaction within 30 days. Well, guess what? The PlayStation 5 doesn't come out till fucking November 12th. There's no way that's possible. So every motherfucker who listed a PlayStation 5 today on eBay broke the terms of service. Right? But they're up there and people are buying them. This is sick. Sick shit. And I'm tired of it. I hate being a part of this fucked up process. I really do. I hate being a part of it. You know, it's my job. It's a necessary evil for what I do that I gotta put up with it. You know? But this is just fucked. I'm tired of this shit. Why can't we have a mature process where it's fair? Instead, we gotta have this rushing and, you know, scalping and all this immoral shit. And all these people can go fuck off. I'm very angry today. I'm very, very angry. If you can't tell. That's also why I'm not eating these fucking zombie Skittles. Because if I swear to God, if I ate a fucking rotten zombie Skittle right now, I would probably smash something. I'm so angry today. Okay? Now, here's the thing. Last console gen, it was a little easier. I don't know why. I was able to get a PlayStation 4 easily. When E3 happened, it wasn't even E3. It was that day they did the special Sony event. I remember it was a special event. They announced the PlayStation 4. I just walked right into my local GameStop, and I pre-ordered it that day. They said, yep, we're open for pre-orders. You can get it. No problem. Okay. Done. Zero. No problem. Right? Console generation before that was a fucking mess. There were no pre-orders. You had to line up outside of a retail store that was going to sell the console in order to get it. I remember when I worked at Best Buy, all right, the Xbox 360 launch was the messiest thing ever. There were people lined up outside of the store, I'm not kidding you, for 2 days. They had tents and lawn chairs, and they were camped out on the curb in front of the fucking store for 2 days to get the launch Xbox 360, all right? And by the way, not everyone got one. So some people camped out for 2 days, didn't get it. All right? Some of the people in the line, people who worked at the store knew them. And people in the line caught pneumonia. They were sitting out in the rain for 2 days. Because remember, it came out in the fall. It was cold and rainy. They got sick. They went to the hospital with pneumonia for getting the fucking launch 360. All right? And then on top of that, on top of all that, if you remember, the first wave of Xbox 360s were 100% faulty. They all red ringed within like 3 months. So imagine waiting outside of Best Buy for 2 days, no work, nothing, just sitting there like an asshole. You get the console, you bring it home but get pneumonia. You go to the hospital, you get a $5,000 to $10,000 hospital bill because you caught pneumonia. Then finally you get back home from the hospital, you go to play your Xbox 360 and it red rings. That's the that's the ultimate fuck you. I don't think you'll ever have it worse than that. Anyway, there you go. Anyway, I think now I vented a lot about the launch of the PlayStation 5. Eternal Napalm, I'm very sorry to hear this, that this happened to you. This is bullshit. This is horse shit. You don't deserve that. You did the right thing. You got fucked in the ass by GameStop and by capitalism. Things need to change. The problem is they won't change until companies start actually having morality, and sadly, these corporations don't. They've proven time and time again, they don't care about the customer. They don't care about doing the right thing. All they care about is the bottom line profit. And as long as capitalism keeps going in that vein, things will just get worse. You know? Sucks. Alright, Super Blind Man did a 300-bit cheer, and Super Blind Man, luckily, alright, got a better experience, but I actually disagree with this one too. Okay, hold on a second here. So Super Blind Man did a 300-bit cheer. He says, DSP, congrats on managing to get your PlayStation 5 pre-order. I got lucky. I was selected via the PlayStation pre-registration program, so I don't have mine yet, but I will. See, and here's the other thing. That's bullshit too, because everyone, you know, pre-order. Within 30 minutes of that PlayStation email program going live, I registered for it. I never got an email from Sony about it. Nope, I was not selected. So what was the criteria by which they selected people to be eligible for that? Was it a random drawing? Right? Or was it they actually looked into who, if you were someone prominent? Like, for example, Super Blind Man is a very prominent advocate for accessibility. He's worked on Last of Us 2 and many other projects for accessibility for gamers. And he's well known because of that. Did he get selected by Sony to get a PlayStation 5 pre-order because of that? Or did they just draw a name out of a fucking hat? I don't know. Is that fair? I don't know. I have no idea. Cactus God, no. See, people don't listen to me. He says, but that email, that sign up was live for weeks. Dude, I signed up for it within 30 minutes of it existing. It was, what, 3 weeks ago or something like that? The moment that they created it, I signed up for it. And I didn't get selected. So maybe it was random. Maybe not. I guess we'll never know if it was random or not. Okay. Okay. Solely99 resold for 8 months and said, I'm wondering with the Japanese text on your manga DSP t-shirt what it means. Nothing. It's gibberish. It's gibberish. Apparently, the person who made the shirt originally wanted to say something, but their translator didn't work right. So the kanji means nothing. It's complete gibberish. So there you go. Think of it this way. If you know Street Fighter lore, there's a character in Street Fighter named Saddam. And he's white. He's a white dude. But he's an otaku. He's like in love with Japanese culture. And he dresses up in the samurai outfit when he fights. Okay? And he has kanji on his shirt. Now, it's supposed to mean something, but purposely in the game, it's not that. It says something different. And the reason they did that is because they wanted to act like he's a joke. He's stupid. He's a white guy who likes Japanese stuff, and he's so dumb that he put kanji on his shirt that he thinks means one thing, but it's something else because he's so dumb he didn't translate it right. You know? So, think of it that way. The shirt's supposed to be an homage to, like, you know, Japanese culture. Oh, Phil's such a weeaboo or whatever, right? Well, obviously I'm not, but you see, that's the joke. There's text on it, doesn't mean anything. See? Okay. Shook Ones tipped me $5. That's the first tip of the day. He says, I think we can all agree yesterday was a complete shit show when it comes to PS5 pre-orders. I'm glad that you got one late last night. Yeah, I mean, and again, I'm really upset about how they did it. And I'm very upset that people who I know here are longtime viewers and just like me were sitting around all day trying to get this fucking thing, could not get it because Sony botched it, all retailers botched it, everyone botched it. You know? Botchamania. You gotta wonder what's gonna happen with the Xbox Series X and Series S because Xbox announced ahead of time our pre-orders go live on the 22nd. That's great, but does that mean midnight? Does that mean randomly? Will the sites crash again? Will you, Best Buy has it, I put it in my cart, can't check out. Is it going to be the same shit show again? I don't know, but that was absolutely fucking disgusting, right? That's gross. Okay, Fruits07 cheers. I did not get a PS5. PlayStation said they were opening pre-orders today. They opened them, I guess, 9 p.m. Stupidness. I don't know. I don't know what they did, Fruits07. Again, I don't know if it was random selection. I don't know what it was, but they botched it. Just like everyone else, they botched it. Always hot tea, cheers. So people keep saying you have a seal laugh and a snake laugh. I don't get it. The snake laugh is supposed to be when I go tss, like that. All right. The seal laugh, I don't know. I go ha 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 ha, or ha 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 ha. I don't know. Does any of that sound like a seal? I don't know. I have no idea. Username Timmy $4.20 saying my laugh doesn't sound like ack ack ack, but can I get a hoonga? Oh, he wants a hoongan laugh. Hoonga. We're talking about hoongan again. You know, the funniest thing happened the other day. I was sitting on my toilet taking a steamy shit, a big one, and I looked over at, you know, the vanity in the bathroom, which is in the sink in the mirror, and hoongan appeared to me in the mirror. He said, whoo, 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 whoo. And it scared me at first, so that, you know, it actually dislodged a turd that was kind of stuck. And, but then we had a nice conversation. He told me again, he said, don't worry about Le Carré, that everything's fine in Le Carré, and that one day we'll go back there, but for now everything's good. So, good stuff. It's always good to hear from Hungan. The last Rambo cheered. He says, you ended up buying the disc version instead of digital. Would that not hurt in the long run as it's an extra $100? I mean, yes and no. Obviously, initially when they charged me for it, which, by the way, is not going to be till November, which I didn't know. I did not know that's how they were doing this, that you had to put in your pre-order, but you didn't have to pay for it yet. So here I am freaking out. I'm like, man, I got to raise money for the fucking PS5, and I have it, by the way. Thank God I have the money. But I didn't know that you didn't have to pay for it now. I thought for sure you had to, but you didn't have to at all. I didn't have to pay $1. So anyway, I pre-ordered it, and I said, you know what? It's okay to get the disc version. Here's why. Okay? Number one, this way, if there ever is some weird circumstance where I need the disc drive, I have it. So I'll give you an example. Late last year, there was a cluster of games that I actually ended up buying at Best Buy because they were really cheap. There was Medieval and the Disney Afternoon Collection, was it? No, not the Disney Afternoon Collection. The Disney Collection that had Aladdin and Lion King. And Shenmue 3. For some reason, those games were at an extreme discount at Best Buy. So I went and I actually bought the physical disc versions. Okay? And I ended up saving money on them. The digital versions were significantly more expensive than the physical disc versions. Now, that usually doesn't happen, admittedly. Usually it doesn't happen. And I'd say, you know, rarely during the life cycle of PS4, outside of maybe the first 2 years I owned it, I've gotten most games digitally for it, okay? So it's a rarity. But if that rarity ever happens, I'll have the disc drive, okay? Who knows? Maybe there's something would happen that I need a disc drive in the future. Also, there's the possibility of possibly buying used games for cheaper at some point. So, you know, is it nice to have the option? It is. Is it worth $100? I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever get $100 of value out of it. But for me, it's very simple. I needed a PS5, and Amazon was the last resort. There was no other way I was getting one. So it's either disc drive or none. I'll fucking get the one with the disc drive. You know, at least I got it. So. Okay. Snorlax Charity said the Amazon leak is the nature of the business. People in the figure collecting community spend hours each week searching for unannounced listings and have found links for releases over 1 year out. It's unfortunate, but it happens. That's fucked. That's beyond fucked. It is. It's beyond fucked. It shouldn't be like that. It's fucking stupid. Always hot tea. Did 100-bit cheers. I love your insightful rants, but you gotta stay positive and calm. Fuck that. Fuck this shit. Fuck them all. People like it when I rant, by the way. People like it when I unleash the beast and I rant and rave on my pre-streams here about this stuff. So, Timbo Slice Charity says, if you're that upset how things were handled, why don't you cancel your pre-order? Use a secret link to get it. If it was normal on Amazon, you would not have gotten one. Show you care what you just said and cancel the system. All right, I'm doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, fuck it. Fuck my streams. Fuck my future. Fuck you guys wanting to see me unbox it and play the games at launch. I'm canceling the pre-order. Fuck this. I'm standing up for my morals. I'm standing up for what I believe in. I'm canceling it. Fuck the PlayStation 5. I'm not. No! Timbo Slice, shut up. What are you doing? How dare you? You crazy fool. How dare you try to convince me to cancel my pre-order after all that work I put in yesterday? Fuck no. I'm not canceling it. I'm not stupid. I need it for work. I actually said this to Kat last night. I said, if this weren't my job, I would not get it. If this were my job, I would not get a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X. Seriously. It's too much stress. It's too much trouble. It's too expensive. And honestly, out of both consoles, the only game at launch that you absolutely kind of need the new console for is Demon's Souls. That's it. And by the way, that game's on fucking PlayStation 3. There's literally not a single game needed for these consoles. I would say fuck it, and I would just get it later. I would wait for 2 or 3 months or 4 months after launch, if I was even interested, to see if there was a game that was actually a console exclusive that I wanted. I wouldn't even fucking go. I'm serious. Xbox 360, I did not get it at launch. PlayStation 3, I did not get at launch. I only got Xbox One and PS4 because it was my job. That's why. I would not be going through this stressful shit for things that you don't need it for, right? I know you guys are going to love seeing me live unbox this thing on launch day, hook it up, check out the accessories, play the games, right? You guys, people were freaking out yesterday when they said Demon's Souls a launch title. They were like, I can't wait to see Phil play that. Look how good it looks. So I'm of the same page as you guys with that. So, but that's why I'm not canceling my fucking pre-order. It's for work. I'd be an idiot. Yeah, let me put myself out of work here. No, I'm not that stupid. I'm stupid, but I'm not that stupid. Pento Bismo for Life Cheer, he said, Sony should give us free $25 PlayStation credit for traumatizing gamers and lying to all of us with pre-order chaos. Sony should certainly do something. They fucked it up. They should, it's a shame because they definitely have the better console of the two. They have the better launch lineup of the two. And then they fuck it up so badly. Shinra Recruit Cheers said, I guarantee what happened to Eternal Napalm happened because GameStop told their employees not to deny people who are currently on the phone or in the store pre-orders, and they just ran out before they could call people on the list. As for Amazon, it was likely an unlisted link that would have gone public today, not a special link for special insider people. Shook once tipped me another $5. So what time will you do the live stream of the unboxing of PS5? You said you could get your package real fast. Technically, your PS5 should come before your first stream. No, that's not true. I have Amazon Prime, okay? So typically when I order something from Amazon Prime, it'll show up in the afternoon. Sometime in the afternoon. Because usually with Amazon Prime, they don't do a third-party company to deliver it. They actually have their own couriers. I live right outside of Seattle. The distribution center for Amazon in this region is like 20 minutes away. I could drive there right now, and I drive by it all the time. So they go straight from that center. They have couriers who take things that are Amazon Prime deliveries, and they drive them around and deliver them all around. But the thing is, about these couriers, is sadly, they're going to be completely inundated with PS5 deliveries that day. Because everyone who ordered one is going to need to get it on launch day. So even though it might be great to think, I might get it in the morning, I'm probably not. I would say earliest would probably be early afternoon. And likely I won't even get it until in time for the night stream. Now, the latest they're supposed to deliver something here is 9 p.m. Okay? That's the cutoff. So let's hope I guarantee it to get it by 9 p.m. that day. All right. So, I guess we'll see what happens. I guess we'll see what happens here. And hopefully, I will get it in time for a stream that day. The way I see it is, whenever I get it, that's when I'm going to do it. Whenever it shows up, I'm going to stream the unboxing, hook it up, do the initial setup. If it's earlier in the day, great. Let's download some games. Let's check some stuff out. If it's late, okay. Well, in the morning, first thing, we'll start playing games, right? That's how we're going to handle it. So, the Paradox 988 did a 95-bit cheer. Said, I just got the PS5 digital version today. It literally took 1 minute till they ran out of stock. It's insane. Yep. Oh my God, excuse me. You can definitely tell the days when I have breakfast. Today I had another Costco muffin. Delicious blueberry. Very, very juicy blueberries. They're very good. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your cheers so far this week. The week is still young. It's only Thursday. And I'm streaming for 5 more days this week. But thank you to those who've cheered so far. Let's give some shout outs. The top 10 cheers of the week. In 10th place, Darkside Kenny. A triple tie for 7th place between Ninstar Room, Golden Colts, and Eternal Napalm. 6th place is Kate. 5th place, Mr. Minecraftish1. 4th place, Pepto-Bismol for life. 3rd place, Spartan King. 2nd place, Timbo Slice GB. And in 1st place, always Hot Tea. Also, thank you to those of you who've gifted subscriptions this week, including Kashmir Goat, Spartan King, and Angelo Bestia, who each gifted a single sub. Lunaba, with a two gifted subs. And the Alcoholic Mormon gifted 3 subscriptions to the channel. Thank you guys so much for your support so far this week. Appreciate that. Pepto-Bismol for life just did a 50-bit cheer. And he says, can I have a blueberry muffin DSP? No! Get your own. Go to Costco and get your own. They're amazing. The blueberry muffins are really good. Last Rambo cheered. He says, did you know anyone that regretted buying at launch and preferred to wait later because of the hype? I mean, everyone who bought the Xbox 360, right? Literally every person who bought Xbox 360 regretted it because they were faulty. You know, everyone who bought one within the first 6 months they broke, and then you had to trade it in, to get your replacement, or get your warranty repair, which was another shit show because you had to mail it to Microsoft, and it took them sometimes upwards of 4 months to repair it and mail it back to you. So that happened to me. And they sent me, I think, what I would do, here's literally what I would do. Xbox Red rings, okay? I just go to the store and fucking buy another one. Because I'm not going to fucking wait for the replacement, you know? Then I would send a replacement in for warranty repair and use the new one in the meantime. When the one came back from warranty repair, I would save it as a backup unit because I knew that my current Xbox 360 was eventually going to red ring anyway. So then when that one red ringed, I would have a replacement on call so I could keep playing games while the other one got repaired. That happened to me 3 times. 3 fucking times. And then finally all the warranties ran out. That console was fun, but man was it a piece of fucking shit. That Indie Glow resale for 34 months. He says, do you think this will happen with the release of the new Xbox? I personally highly doubt it. Like I said, Indie Glow, we don't know what's going to happen. Microsoft has not explained any game plan. All they've said is pre-orders go live on the 22nd. So in 5 days, you can pre-order the Xbox Series S or X. Did they say how? Is there a pre-order listing somewhere? Can you get on? You know what I mean? No. I think what's gonna end up happening is it's gonna be a shit show again, where every retailer will just randomly start listing the stuff on their site, and there's gonna be a mad fucking dash to get it. I almost guarantee. Okay? Expand Dong says Tuesday at 10 a.m. GameStop will be having a special opening time. So there you go. GameStop's strategy is open at 10 a.m. and everyone can line up to pre-order their Xbox consoles, right? I guarantee you every retailer is going to do it differently, okay? I don't think it'll be as bad, but it's still going to be bad, okay? Honest Fan cheered. He says, do you think Sony is going to get a lot of hate when the first-gen PS5s break? It's horseshit. There's always a defect with the first batch. People pre-ordered this and were mad about it. The systems are going to break. I would hope not. You know, I will say this. I had luck. This console gen, I had luck. My launch PS4 didn't malfunction until 2017. So when did it come out? Was it 2014? Was it 2013 or 2014? I forgot the year. But it lasted a while before it started having issues. It started having issues with the audio port. It started having issues with the HDMI port. And it started ejecting discs by itself. Okay? But it took many years of constant use for that to happen. Now, my Xbox One... my Xbox One had issues from the get-go. The controller still to this day does not sync properly. Okay? That was always an issue with my Xbox One, that the controller desyncs randomly and fucks up. Outside of that, though, the Xbox One pretty much works no problem. So, you know, I got lucky this console gen. I did. It was many, many years of use before I even had a single issue with these consoles. So, you know, it's different. Now, maybe PS5s will be faulty, maybe not. I'd like to think no, hopefully. The thing is, I'm not going to be using the disc drive. That's less moving parts to worry about. You know what I mean? Like, the disc drive traditionally was the thing that was fucking up with a lot of different consoles. I remember back, the PS1, the original PlayStation, the major manufacturing fault they had was that the laser disc lens, the lens that was used to read the discs, was glued on with a glue that at high temperature would melt. Okay? So what happened is, you'd play your PlayStation 1 for an hour, turn it off, great. But if you had an extended play session of like 5 hours, let's say you're playing Resident Evil and you're really into it, right? The console would heat up so much, it would melt the glue on the lens, and the lens would start to jiggle all over the place, and you'd get disc read errors constantly. So what you'd have to do, you would have to actually put your PlayStation on its side or completely upside down so that gravity would hold the lens in place long enough so it would read the disc properly. Most people ended up having to buy a new one. So this is not something new. Ever since we had consoles with so many moving parts and issues like this, basically the only consoles that didn't have major issues were the cartridge consoles. Usually the cartridge consoles never had an issue until you started getting rented games from, Blockbuster or Hollywood Video, and those games were so goddamn dirty that you'd actually infect your console with filth, and then it wouldn't read a game. But outside of that, we've had these things, ever since PS1 we had issues. So, let's see here. Retro Jim, no, I'm not doing a DSP trials for Wendy Shilly. So stop that right now. Shook Ones did a $3 tip and says, have you ever bought warranties on new consoles? Would you recommend that with a new console just in case the first batch always has issues? No. You want to know why? It's a scam. You want to know why? I'll tell you why. Because when you buy the warranty, that company can't fix it. If you buy the warranty through Best Buy or GameStop and it breaks, you want to know what they do? They fucking send it in just like you would. They do exactly the same thing. Now, what they claim is, well, if we have a replacement console, we'll give it to you right away. Now, just think about how stupid that sounds. Where are they going to get a replacement console when there's a shortage because everyone pre-ordered them all? There's no replacement console at launch. So if you get a PS5, you pre-ordered it, you get it on launch day and it's faulty, you're fucked. You're just not getting a new one. You have to send it in for repair and wait for the repaired one to come back. There's no way to get another one. So those warranties are 100% scams. They know they can't fix the console, and they don't have a replacement. They're literally taking your money and saying, thanks for the tip. That's what they're doing. There's zero value added. Now, for example, if you're buying a PlayStation 4 today, and now you buy the plan, it's a little different. There's full stock on these consoles everywhere, right? So now, if it breaks, they'll just give you another PS4. A new one. So in that case, yeah, the warranty is worth it. But on a launch console, you might as well just, you're just saying, here you go. Here's a tip for nothing. You did nothing for me. Here, just take my extra money. That's what it is. So I urge you, do not, if you're buying one of these launch consoles, do not buy the warranty. You get nothing out of it. It's a scam. Glitch Crazed has resub for 30 months. He says, shout out to the generous viewers last night for helping me pre-order PS5. Congrats on getting your pre-order in, Phil. Yeah, that was amazing. That not only was I able to get it, but so many of my viewers, I'm telling you, there's at least 5 to 10 people on stream who all got to pre-order a PS5 at the same time because of it. It was really amazing. Dooley. Oh, by the way, thank you, Glitch Crazed, for the ongoing support. Dooley cheered. He says, I'm probably going to have to buy PS5 on eBay where they're now selling it for $800 or wait 4 months. Yeah, it's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. The way this went. It should not be the case that people have to do this, okay? Okay. A Foxy Senko cheered. He says, congrats on the PS5 cop. Will Amazon ship the item on the 12th or they ship it before so you can get it on release date? Makes curious if they get it day one or not. Here's the thing, Foxy Senko. It's random. It is. It's completely random. I've heard stories of people who pre-order stuff on Amazon and they actually get it early. I've heard people who pre-order and they get it launch day. You're supposed to get it at the latest on launch day, okay? Like I said, I live near the Amazon distribution center, so you would think that means that I would have no issue getting it. At the same time, since it's PS5 launch day, there may be a million of these things going out, and now the couriers are all super busy. So, it's random. There's no guarantee of how it's gonna, how it's gonna go down. So, Pento Bismol for life, cheers, especially knowing GameStop, the employee will say, oh, we can't replace your console, but you can trade it in for $6.58. Very nice. In the case of my Switch, remember, I bought a Nintendo Switch at Best Buy. I pre-ordered it at Best Buy, and they mailed it to me, and I unboxed it, set it up, we'll do the walkthrough of the dashboard for you guys on launch night. And then I said, okay, tomorrow morning we start playing Zelda. And when I went to boot it up in the morning, it was bricked. I brought it back to Best Buy, physical store, and they said, we have no fucking clue what's wrong with it, and we can't fix it, so we don't have a replacement, so here's your money back. That's what they did. They just refunded me my purchase price. So, Timbo Slice Cheers says, Microsoft stated they will be announcing times within the next couple of days. Well, that's nice. I'm glad they will. I'm really, really glad. Okay. Okay. Alright, guys. Let's take a break. I have to use the bathroom. When we come back, it's the conclusion of Batman Return to Arkham City. Some chill side questing in Open World Arkham. For those of you who played the game before and know how to solve the puzzles and how to do the side content, I'd appreciate it if you could help me out because I want to be sure to do all the meaningful stuff today on the stream. I doubt I'm finishing everything. Like, I doubt I'm 100%ing the Riddler stuff unless I somehow luck out and do it all. I don't think that's going to happen, but I'll try. And we'll see what happens, okay? Alright, I'll be back in a few minutes. Thanks.